is good? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the level up cards coming tomorrow to the player market and pack markets in my team. Now, look, I don't know what is for sure going to come. All I know is I see Dwight Howard is the collection reward, Agent Zero as an amethyst, and Dale Ellis as a ruby. Now, we'll probably see a sapphire and maybe an emerald in there as well. But all cards can be evoed with Ami to a diamond. All cards can be evoed. Ami to diamond, Dwight Howard is the collection reward. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Dwight Howard is probably going to be an absolutely incredible big man in my team. The rest of these guys that we see so far is Gilbert Arenas and Dale Ellis. Dale Ellis probably going to be Chicken Man. I mean, I'm going to load up the game right now quick and see if he's in my team and what his release is working with. Same thing with Agent Zero, but we'll start with Dwight Howard today. Dwight always is one of the best big men defensive players in my team. The question I would have for Dwight Howard is, are you going to get a 3-ball? Because I doubt it. He's not glitched. And if you aren't going to get a 3-ball, how valuable can you be with Shaq and Will already in the game? That's the one thing that I think that might hold Dwight Howard back. Is it's like, we've already got Shaq in the game. We've already got Wilt in the game. Is Dwight going to be as good as those guys? Or can he be even maybe possibly better than those guys? For me, looking at it, Shaq, Wilt, they're just taller, longer than Dwight. Dwight does have a wide player, but I just feel like Dwight, if he gets a decent 3-ball, will be one of the best bigs, maybe the best big in the entire game. If he doesn't get a 3-ball, though, which I don't think he will, I just think he's going to be in that 5 or so range as far as centers are concerned. Now let's talk about Gilbert Arenas next. Now back in the day, Gilbert Arenas had the best jump shot in the game. Okay, he had base, base 11 way back in the day. Then he got a horrible release. And so, I mean, the last we've seen of Gilbert Arenas is a horrible release. This year, I would say it's not horrible. It's not great though. It's more closer to his bad release than his good release. And so I think it's a slower release. I'm not a fan of Gilbert Arenas' release. I'm just not. It's usable. Don't get it twisted like he stinks automatically. It's usable. He's got the normal leaner as well. I just don't know if it's going to be next level good, right? As far as his release is concerned. Now, as far as Gilbert's movement, he's got the best movement I've seen out of a point guard this far in my team. So, I mean, as far as movement-wise with Agent Zero, you're going to be able to move. I mean, if I can move with Agent Zero, I'm already knowing what you guys are going to get into. So movement-wise, the card is absolutely elite. I just wish his release was a little bit better. I still think, movement-wise, that's the most important thing. And Agent Zero's got it. His movement, again, is just, it's absolutely incredible. I'm not going to just sit here and sugarcoat things. I like his movement. That release is really bad. So just comes down to what you're looking for out of your point guard. Movement in the half court is as good as I've seen at the point guard position. The problem is, is that going to be enough to play Gilbert? I personally don't think so. But who knows? Maybe 2K will update his jump shot, give him a cheesy jump shot, something like that. I highly doubt it. And if they don't, again, I don't think he plays. Although I really do like his movement. His hezzy is nice, same side hezzy. His movement is nice in the half court. And just from top to bottom, I think Gilbert Arenas is going to move at a really high level. Expect him to get probably Hall of Fame range as well, which is just a very cheesy another thing to add to the layer of Gilbert Arenas. Dale Ellis, the last card we see today. Again, we're going to see some lower level cards probably. We didn't see them in this leak. So I guess in the leak, I don't know necessarily what to expect. Now, with this Sonics Dale Ellis card, let's look and see for Mr. Chicken Man Dale Ellis what his jump shot's like, because he's always got a decent jump shot. This year it's slow. He has hot spots from everywhere in play now, but I'm telling you right now, his release is on the slower side of things. So are any of these cards tomorrow must have? No. And it's kind of sad because the content has been so dry lately that I wish like Dale Ellis was absolutely elite. And I'm not saying Dale Ellis is bad. His jump shot's not that bad. It's super easy to time into green. It's just not necessarily one of my favorite jump shots I've used thus far. Dale Ellis is going to be 6'7", and I have a decent frame, stuff like that. But I just wish his jump shot was more cheesy. He is a ruby that evos to an amethyst. His movement's not great. player models wide, it's fine. But all he's going to do on the court for you is shoot the ball at an elite level. Outside of shooting the ball, there's nothing that when I look at Dale Ellis, I think, wow, this card's going to do it at an elite level. Shooting the ball is about it. And that's fine. But I just don't think his release is going to be good enough in my team. So, I mean, as far as this set in general, am I excited about this set? Well, not really. And it's crazy that I'm not, but I'm really not excited about this set. I'm not. Now, Dwight Howard, again, if he gets a decent 3-ball, I'm not even saying it's got to be great. Just a serviceable enough 3-ball, let's say like 60, then I mean, Dwight could play. He could. Now, his release is horrible. I'm not even going to sit here and try to sugarcoat things, man. D12's release is absolutely horrible. I feel like the green window is so tiny. Like, even with Will, I can shoot with Will. With Dwight Howard, I cannot shoot with the card. I can't. So, I mean, I guess we'll have to see tomorrow what that 3-ball looks like. But even if he has a decent 3-ball, I don't think I'd ever green with Dwight Howard. I don't know what it is about his release, but I literally think it's impossible to green with him. Even in mid-range, guys, you should see me in shoot-around. I have not even shot in a slightly. Everything's been a very late or a late. Now, maybe it's because that's an F or a D- on the 3-ball. But again, I literally cannot shoot with the card. Dwight, gonna be one of the best interior defenders in the game. So let's say you didn't get Shaq, you don't have Wilt, and you're just starting my team and want an interior big well, then Dwight Howard could possibly be useful. He can play the 4, so if you really want to put a lot of defense out there, put Dwight with Shaq, and you should be, you can cheese like that as well. From top to bottom, I'm just not super excited about this level up set in general. I know a lot of people probably are going to be just because it's an EVO set. My main hope, my main goal is that we see some good budget cards. That's the one thing I'm hoping for, because I get it, right? That the whole NBA, the set that we get EVOs in with the NBA, like if they win the tournament games, that's cool. I don't mind that. But that's all we've got for budget cards. Outside of that, we have nothing to look at. And so, I mean, I'm really hoping this is a set for that, because as far as top heavy set, this isn't good. Now, the nice part about it is, since it's not great for the top heavy players out there, don't feel like you have to lock this thing in, because you don't. You do not need to lock this thing in to have success. There's nobody in this set that I think is even great. And so yeah, if you're like, Ty, should I spend money tomorrow on packs, all this stuff? No. Save your money tomorrow, because there is absolutely nobody in this set that I'm like really a fan of. I think Gilbert Arenas is going to be fun. But as far as like really good cards, I don't see any of these cards being really good come tomorrow. Like again, even Agent Zero, who moves incredibly, his release is not good. And so for me and my side of looking at things, I mean, if your release is bad, you can only be so good. Like leaners, it's not like he's got a cheesy leaner either. I think it's the normal leaner, which isn't bad, but that's not good enough to necessarily be a cheese ball with. So I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of these cards coming tomorrow. I mean, again, we'll see what Dwight looks like. Dwight might be okay. But outside of him, Dale Ellis, gonna be a sharpshooter with not a great release. Agent Zero, not a great release, but can move. And then we'll see what we get for the budget cards. Obviously, with D12, you're looking at a decent interior big as well, especially on that defensive end of the court. That's gonna wrap it up for our video breaking down the level up cards coming to my team tomorrow. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.